Good morning, all of you. I welcome you all in this live session of online learning. Today I'm going to teach the history subject lesson number 30 of 7th standard. Lesson number 13, Life of the People in Maharashtra. Okay, so wait for 2 minutes. Let me share my screen with you. Welcome, students. Today's subject is history. Myself, Sarita Konde from Kulaba Municipal Upper Primary English School. Today's topic is number 13, Life of the People in Maharashtra. See, students, we have studied in last few chapters, we have studied the establishment of Maratha power, and it's become the powerful empire in the India. Okay, so this Swarajya or Hindavi Swarajya established by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and he established this Swarajya for welfare of the common people, and he wanted to remove the oppressions and to protect the Maharashtra Dharma. And in the after Shivaji Maharaj's death, the Maratha power spread to all parts of India, and it lasted for about 150 years. Okay, so we have gathered information about the Maratha administration in the last chapters. In this chapter, we shall study the social conditions and life of the people in that period. You can see in this map the expansion of Maratha power in India. Most of the region was under control of Maratha power. Next, we'll study the social conditions in the period of Maratha Empire. See, agriculture, it was the main occupation in village. Okay, so India is a country where the agriculture is main occupation. Agriculture and the occupations based on agriculture were the major sources of the village productions. That means most of the people were engaged in agriculture and they fulfill their needs from the agriculture, the need of food. The occupations which were based on the agriculture, for example, animal husbandry, milk productions, all these occupations are based on agriculture. So the income it was a source of income for the village, and this income was used for the village development in the Maratha period. See, next, village occupations. And the village occupations were divided into Kari and Pandri. Okay. See, what is mean by Kali and Pandri? See, Kali, that means peasants work in their fields, that is called Kali. Okay, the peasant work in their field in the Kali, that means here Kali means soil or earth. Okay, and land in which farmer grow their crops or they perform the agriculture activity, that is called a Kali, because the soil the soil has its color, black soil is in the black color, and it is called the Kali. That means Mother Earth. There, in Marathi, we say it is Kali Ai. That means black soil. Black soil is called as Kali. Okay, and this land was used for agriculture. And Pandri, that means the land used for other occupations other than agriculture. The other occupations perform in the land that is called Pandri. Okay, did you understand properly what is the Kali and Pandri? The village occupations which were divided in Kali and Pandri. Next, village administrations. Okay, who control the affairs of the village? See, there were two officers. First one, Patil, and number two, Kulkarni. Okay, Patil was the head of the village. Okay, and he was responsible for the protection of the village. What was the work of Patil? He was responsible for the protection of the village, and Kulkarni, he handled the revenue. Okay, the collection of taxes. This work was done by Kulkarni. Patil and Kulkarni, these were the two officers who administered the village. Patil received land as Inam for his work as a Patil. Okay, Inam, that means reward. Reward which we get for our work. So Patil received a land as Inam for his work as a Patil. Instead of salary, they get Inam. Okay, so this Inam or the reward was in the form of sometime land. He also received a part of the village revenue. Okay, so it was a salary for to the Patil for his service to the village. Next is Balutedars. See, Balutedars. What do you mean by Balutedars? Balutedars were the service providers. Simply, they were called as service providers, and they serve the village. They work for village. They provide different services to the village, and they were called as Balutedars. Okay. See now, the Balutedars were paid in kind for the work they did for the village people. The work they did, and they get their some objects and food grains for their work. Okay. See, there were Barabalutedars in the villages, but in different villages, the number of these Balutedar, that means Bara and 12. Bara means 12. So, in some all villages, the number not same. Okay, sometimes the number of the Balutedars were less. Okay, and which peoples or which occupations or the posts were included in the Bara Balutedars? See, I have got these names of Bara Balutedars. First one is Sonar. Sonar is called in English goldsmith. Sonar, he make ornaments of silver or gold. So he was called as Sonar. He is one of the Balutedar in the Bara Balutedas. Okay, and Sonar he is called as goldsmith. Number two is Gurav. Gurav means temple servants. Okay, he provides service in the temple. Whatever work like offering pujas, the daily pujas of God and the dressing of God, that work is done by Gurav in the temple. Okay, next it is Navi. Navi, that means barbers. Okay, what is his work? I think all of you know hair cutting is his work. Navi is called as barbers, but sometimes Navi or the barbers had to do some other works also. For example, if there any program or the marriage ceremony, he used to serve the peoples the food. Okay, so it's not compulsory that whatever work they done, same work they have to follow, but other works also they have to do. Next, fourth number, that is Parit. Parit and washerman who wash the clothes, that is Parit. Okay. Next, Kumbhar, that means potter. Kumbhar, potters make the earthen pots. So potters make earthen pots, and that he is called as Kumbhar. Number six, Sutar. Sutar यानी carpenters. Carpenter makes furniture with wood. Okay, so he was also the part of Barabalutedar system. Next, number 7, Lohar. Lohar means blacksmith. He makes weapons with iron, which were used for agriculture. Okay. Next it is his Sambhar. Sambhar yani cobblers who makes the footwear. Okay. Next, Dhor. And he was the makers of ornaments for cattle. Have you seen any ornaments of cattle? Hello. Hello, students. Have you seen any ornaments for cattle?
No, miss.
Okay. Do you know the festival that Bail Pola, when it's celebrated, the oxen were decorated with garlands in their neck. Okay, and that is ornaments. These ornaments made by Dhor. Next, Koli. He was a water carriers. Chaugula. He was assistant of Patil. He assisted in the work of Patil. And last number, Mang. He makes organic rope. He was organic rope maker. Sometimes teli were also included in the barter system. So these all were the Bara Balutedas. See once again, sonar, that means goldsmith, Gurav, Navi, Parit, Kumbhar, Sutar, Lohar, Sambhar, Dhor, Koli, Chaugula, and Mang. All these people provide service to the village. Okay. So did you understood who were the Bara Balutedar and what they work?
Yes,
What?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
See, agriculture and occupations based on agriculture, as I told, like animal husbandry, milk productions. So these were the major sources of production at the village level. And these all incomes were used for the development of the village during Maratha Empire. Most of the villages were self-sufficient in agriculture because they used to produce their own food requirements. Okay, they fulfill their need of food in the village only. There was uh, no any means for transactions. See, next point we will see, that is a family system. Okay, family system. In those days, joint family system was prevalent. Okay, joint family system, that means many two or three generations people or the members of 2 3 generations live together. This joint family or extended family is organized on close blood relationship. Okay, and it's normally consists of members of 3 to 4 generations. Next, we'll see about customs and traditions. Okay, first one, that is a child marriages. Child marriages were prevalent. Child marriage, that means marriage of boy or girl before 18 years of age. Okay, so in those days, child marriages were prevalent. A marriage of a girl or boy before age of 18 years. Now, uh, it was acceptable to have many wives. In those period, a person can get married 2 3 times, or he can or it was acceptable to have many wives. And there are a few examples of widow marriages also. Next, we'll see about last rites. After the person's death, what rites were performed? See, to perform last rites, burning, burial, and immersion. These three methods were used as per the traditions. Next is muhurta. See what is meant by muhurta. It is an auspicious time, auspicious occasion was sought for every little thing and also to open batters. Suppose uh, nowadays also some peoples used to see the muhurta for their good work to start their business or uh, uh, to naming ceremony, to perform the naming ceremony. So for very little things, people see the muhurtas. Okay. Next, people also believe in dreams and omens. Next, Anushtansh, that means Vrata or Yagya. Anushtans were performed to avoid the wrath of gods and planets. Wrath of gods, that means the anger. Okay, so Anushtans were performed to avoid this. Next, charitable deeds were also done for the same. Next, people believed in astrology. There was a general lack of scientific attitude, and offerings to God, that is, nervous, were considered more important than medical treatment. Okay, so the technology was not developed in those periods, and people believe in the astrology, and they believe on blind faith or superstitions were there. So the people did not believe on medical treatment, and they offering to God, that is called a nervous. So, did you understand what customs and traditions were in the society during the Maratha period? First one that we have seen.
Yes.
Huh. So, customs and traditions, we will repeat again. That is first one, child marriages. Next, uh, having many wives. It was acceptable to have many wives. Next, there are few examples of widow marriages also. Last rites were performed as after the death of any person to perform the last rites, burning, burial, and immersion. These three methods were used as per the tradition. And auspicious occasion, that is muhurta, was sort of for every little things and also to open the battles. Next, people believe on dreams and omens. Anushtans were also performed to avoid the wrath of gods and planets. Charitable deeds were done, or charitable deeds were also done for the same, and people believed in astrology. There was a general lack of awake, scientific attitude, and offering God lovers were considered more important than the medical treatment. Next, see standard of living. We know majority of the people live in villages. Okay, and the villages were mostly self sufficient. Okay, only salt had to import it from the other places. Okay, see, so why the salt had to import it? Because all the regions were not on the coast of the on the sea coast. So the regions where salt is not available, they had to import from the region where, near to the sea, because salt is produced in the salt pans. Okay, so only salt had to be imported from the other places, but all the things or all the needs, mostly all the needs, were fulfilled in the village only. So the villages were mostly self sufficient. Let's see uh, the crops which were grown in the field. You can see here the jawar, bajra, wheat, rice, ragi. These were the main crops, okay, which grow in the field. To grow jawar, bajra, wheat, ragi, sometimes maize and rice also it was important, and other grains in their field. field. Okay, these were the major crops during the Maratha period. See the daily diet of the common people. Okay, the daily diet of the common people consisted of bhakri, onion, and then what is this? Chutney. Okay. And it is a rich people diet. See what the rich people diet consisted: rice, dal, chapatis, vegetables, salads, milk, and dahi products were mainly included in the rich people's diet. So it was about the diet of the people during the Maratha period. Next thing, the barter system. What is the barter system? The barter system was used for everyday transactions. Okay, the barter system is an old method of exchange. That means in those period, money and currency notes were coins and currency notes were not available. So people used to exchange their things to each other. Suppose take an example that a farmer, he wanted some pots. If he wants some pots, then he had to go to potters. So potters will exchange his pots to the farmer, and farmer will exchange his grains to the potter. So that was the things and objects were or food grains were used as a means of exchange. This system has been used for centuries and long before money was invented, and people exchange services and goods for other services and goods in return. So it was called as barter system. Next thing, houses of the people. Simple houses made with mud and bricks. Okay, and this is a beautiful house. It is called vada with one or two stories. Okay, so simple
Yes.
houses and vadas. It was a houses during the Maratha period. Now we will take the information about the clothing or the costume of the people, clothing of the people. Main were dhoti, kurta, angarkha, and mundase, which used to wear on the head. Okay, to cover the head. It is mundase. See, you can see here. And women wear 9 yard saris and blouse. Now festivals, the festivals which were celebrated. See, people celebrated different festivals in that period. For example, uh, Gudi Padwa, Nag Panchami, Bailpura, Dasra, Diwali, Makar Sankranti, Holi, Eid, and other festivals also. Okay, so we will see one by one about each festival. First one important, that is a Ganeshotsav, which was famous nowadays also. Okay, so in that period, the Peshwa in the Peshwa period, Ganeshotsav was celebrated in many homes. Okay, the Peshwa himself being a devotee of Ganesha, and this celebration is quite important. Every year, these celebrations lasted from Bhadrapad Chaturthi up to Ananta Chaturdashi. Next is Nag Panchami. Okay, Nag Panchami, it is a day of traditional worship of Nagas or snakes. Okay, people often worship on the fifth day, Panchami and fifth day. Okay, of bright half of lunar month of Shravan. Shravan, it is a Marathi month. Okay, next it is Bailpoda. Now, just I have mentioned about Bailpoda. See, Poda, people thanked and acknowledged the importance of bulls and oxens in their agriculture and farming activity, because without the help of oxen or bulls, to plucking the field with anchor, it is not possible. So, and farmer perform different activities in his field with the help of bulls. So oxen and bulls play important role in the life of farmers. And to thank these animals and to celebrate their hard work, the farmers celebrate this festival, that is Bailpura. And this festival falls between last of August and early September. Okay. Next, Dasra. Okay. So this festival, that is Dasra, is considered one of the 3.5 most auspicious occasions it is said in Sadetin Muhurta in Marathi. Okay, so it is one of the 3.5 most auspicious occasion. On this day, people used to start many new activities on this day. Okay, many new things were started on these days, and weapons were offered puja. See, you can see in these pictures the weapons are offered puja, and it was customary to cross the boundaries ceremoniously, that is सीमोल्लंघन, जो बाउंड्रीज होती है उसका उसको पार करने की सेरेमनी जो होती है. ओके, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड सीमोल्लंघन. एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट apta leaves. Here you can see apta leaves here. Okay, so these apta leaves distributed to each other. Next, the most important festival, that is Diwali. Now, just we have celebrated Diwali festival. Okay, and during Diwali, it is a festival of light. During Diwali, Bali Pratipada and Bhau Beej celebrations had special importance. Next festival, that is Gudi Padwa. See, Gudi Padwa, this festival is celebrated on the first day of the Chaitra month of the Hindu calendar. Okay, Chaitra month, it is the first month of the Hindu calendar. Do you know the names of the months in Hindu calendar? That is Chaitra, Vaishak, Jyeshtha, Ashad, Shravan. Okay, so it is the Chaitra. Chaitra, it is the first month of the Hindu calendar. As we start our Gregorian year from 1st January, so Gudi Padwa, it is the first day of the Hindu calendar, and this day is celebrated as Gudi Padwa. Okay, and it is the first day of the year for the people of Maharashtra. And on this day, Gudis were raised to celebrate Gudi Padwa. You can see here on the this is a picture of Gudi, and it is decorated with garlands, neem leaves, and different colorful clothes. Okay, so it is called a Gudi. Next is Makar Sankranti. See, Makar Sankranti, it is a festival which is dedicated to Lord Surya. Surya, that means sun. Okay, and it marks the termination of the winter season. With this festival, the winter season get ended and the beginning of new harvest season. Okay, sorry, it is the termination of the winter season and the beginning of a new harvest season. On this day, people may Tilgul and distribute this Tilgul as a token of love. Okay. Next is
Yes.
village fairs. Okay, village fairs, and these called as jatra. Okay, in the village area. Have you seen this type of any fair in your surrounding?
Yes, this happens in our village.
Okay,
Every
okay,
year
nice.
there is
Uh,
Jatra in our village on Gudi
the
Padwa
village.
occasion.
Correct. Okay. So, and one more important thing, the wrestling bouts were the common features of the fair. Okay, wrestling bouts were very famous in those days, and it was a common feature of these fairs.
टीचर
Yes.
आपकी आवाज थोड़ी स्लो आ रही है.
Okay.
मतलब
Okay.
वॉइस लो है जरा आपकी.
Okay. Okay. Next is tamasha. Okay. So it is a traditional form of Maratha theatre, often with singing and dancing widely. Okay, tamasha. It was a popular form of entertainment. Okay, and it influenced by many Indian art forms and draws from such diverse traditions as Kavali, Ghazals, Kathak dance, and the Shavtar. Okay, this type. So tamasha, it was the popular form of entertainment. So all these was about festivals. Okay, the people celebrated different types of festivals, which we have. Uh, for example, Gudi Padwa, Nag Panchami, Bailpoda, Dasra, Diwali, Makar Sankranti, Holi, Eid. Okay, so now students, I just want to revise this topic again. So from the beginning, we have studied about a social condition of the during the period of Maratha power. The agriculture, it was the main occupations. Then two officers, Patil and Kulkarni, they were responsible for the administration of villages. Okay. Then village occupations were divided into Kali and Pandri. Huh? Then family system was prevalent in the society. Next, customs and traditions, different customs and traditions were followed. First one, child marriages were prevalent and acceptable to have many wives. Then, people believed on dreams, and to perform large rites, burning, burial, and immersion methods were used as per the traditions. Muhurta or auspicious occasions were sought for every little things. Okay, then anushtans were performed to avoid the wrath and gods and planet, and charitable also did for the same. Next, people believed in astrology, and there was lack of scientific attitude. People consider or people offering to God, that is nervous. Next, standard of living. In this point, we have studied about the diet of the people, their clothing, then houses. Okay, so major crops in the farm, that is jawar, bajra, wheat, ragi, maize, and rice and other grains. Next, the daily diet of the people consisted bhakri, onion, chutney. Okay, and the barter system was used for everyday transactions. That means people used to exchange their things and objects. Next, houses made with mud, uh, and some places multi-storage vada also found. Next, about festivals that we have learned. Different festivals were celebrated in this period. So it was all about uh, the life of the people in Maharashtra. Okay, so people, so did you understood this properly? The social condition, customs and
Yes, miss.
traditions. Okay.
Yes, miss. Yes,
Huh.
miss, we understand.
Huh. Now, in the recapitulation, I want to ask you some questions. Try
Okay.
to give the answers.
Yes.
First question. Who will read the question?
Miss,
I
can
will.
I read the question?
Yes. What is your name?
Isha.
Isha. Isha, read the question. First question.
Who were the officer responsible for the village administration?
Okay. Do you know the answer?
Yes, miss.
I know,
Huh?
miss.
Yes. Say. Aditi.
Patil.
Okay. There were two officers, no? Patil and
Miss, I can tell
yes.
the Patil and the Kulkarni were the officers responsible for the village administration.
Okay, very good. Patil and Kulkarni were the officers responsible for the village administration. Okay.
Yes.
Question number 2. Yes. Now who will read this question?
Miss, I can.
Yes.
How were the occupations divided in villages?
How were the occupations divided in villages? Tell the answer.
In Kali and Pandri.
Very good. The occupations in the villages were divided into Kali and Pandri. Kali, that is agriculture, and Pandri, the land used for other occupations. Okay.
Yes.
Miss,
Next question.
can I read?
Yes. What is your name, beta? Hello.
Isha.
Isha. Once again. Okay. Read.
What were the methods of performing the last rites?
Ha. Anybody know the answer?
The burning,
Huh?
To perform the last rites, burning, burial, and immersion methods were used as per tradition.
Okay. Burning, burial, and immersions. These three methods were used to perform the last rites. Okay. Question number 4. Now, who will first read question, beta?
Which were the principal crops?
the
Okay. Which were the principal crops? Main crops. Which were the main crops?
jowar, bajra, wheat, natsni,
Jawar,
rice.
bajra,
At a time only one, huh, beta?
rice, and ragi.
Okay. Jawar, bajra, wheat, nachni, maize, nachni and ragi, maize, rice and other grains were the principal crops. Very good. Now name the following. Okay. First, main occupation in village. Say it's very simple, no? Agriculture. Very good. Main occupation in village was agriculture. Okay. Number 2. See, family system during the Maratha period.
Joint family.
Very good, beta. Joint family system was prevalent in the Maratha period.
राहू दे.
Next, read.
Popular form of entertainment.
What was the popular form of entertainment?
Tamasha.
Correct. Tamasha. Okay. See, the main occupation in the village, that was agriculture. Number 2, family system during the Maratha period, which was it is? It was joint family system. And number 3, popular form of entertainment, that was tamasha. Okay. So you have given all the answers very correct, very nicely and correct. So now
Thank you.
this is your homework. Write about the customs and traditions during the Maratha period. Okay. Now we have discussed about this. So you read the lesson, find the answers, and write down in your notebook. So write down this question in your notebook.
Miss, I take the screenshot.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Let the others also write this question. Now, students, now if you have any doubt about this topic, then you can ask me. Hello. Do you have any doubt, students?
No, ma'am.
No, miss.
Okay, that means you have understood this topic properly. Okay, so do your homework in notebook, and thank you so much, students, for attending this session and giving the answers. Okay.